Hello, YouTube. It's the Utopian Buddha. So today I want to talk about something a little bit more serious. Why is it that some people, when they enter the spiritual path, or most people, I would say, when they enter the spiritual path, they often start suffering more, right? And I think one of the reasons for that is that spirituality is all about breaking down boundaries. So all of the compartmentalization that people do psychologically starts to go away. And when you break down those boundaries within yourself, between the conscious and unconscious, between the ego, the self, and the shadow, all of the darkness that you are starts coming out. And it's not like your own darkness, it's the collective darkness, right? Because there's a psychological trait called openness, right? The higher you are in openness, the more creative you are, but the more sensitive you are to the energies around you. And when you enter the spiritual path, you're actually just accelerating this process of openness. And that's not always a good thing if you're trying to be happy, right? So the happiest people are often the most ignorant. The happiest people are often the most materialistic. The happiest people are often just the worst people on the planet, like evil people, right? And they're the happy ones. Why? Because they haven't truly inquired into their impurities, right? They're keeping their impurities, they're keeping their evil at a distance, right? And they're living in the shallow realms of consciousness that haven't really inquired deeply into the collective evil that exists in humanity, right? And the crazy thing is, like, you want to make the world a better place, you look at that in yourself, right? And you're like, dang, I'm like I have dark parts of me. There are really dark parts of who I am because the boundary between the conscious and unconscious mind has broken down, right? And the unconscious is often where those repressed and those hidden. It's not even like you're consciously having to repress these parts of yourselves. In order to be a social member of society and to get along with people, you have to repress those parts of yourself. That's called the superego in Freudian psychology. In Freudian psychology, the superego is created by society, by the morals and values that society imposes upon you. And it's good to have morals, it's good to have values, but those morals need to be contextualized within a deeper psychological and spiritual understanding of reality, right? Because, like, okay, you want to be a good human being, right? But to say I am a good human being and often results in you creating this split in yourself and in the world around you. You start condemning people around you. Oh, that terrorist right there, he killed all those innocent people. Well, that terrorist simply grew up in a spiritually dead environment that did not teach a person to be conscious of their shadow and to consciously integrate these parts of themselves. Instead, the terrorist was brainwashed and corrupted by a dualistic world, a world that does not recognize that the true nature of reality is boundless, which is beyond boundaries. So I get 3 minutes and 30 seconds, guys. I should probably start talking a little longer, man, especially if I'm on a roll like this. I'm on a roll, guys, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to waste your time, guys. Have a good one.